he has 2 cats himself, and he's really a cat lover. So he just told us, like, I know it's really OP and we're probably going to lose, but I do not want to ban any cat champions because I really want to leave them open for my cats at home.
Welcome back to Ultimate List, the show where LoL esports pros react to some of their greatest plays voted for by you guys, the fans. Today I have with me the 2025 LEC Spring Split MVP, Upset and EU legend. Happy to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me, Dom. Let's watch some good plays.
All right, Upset, the first play that we have for you is actually your first pentakill in the LEC. So this is back when you were with Schalke. Let's go through the play and tell us a little bit about it.
I remember this. It's obviously a long time ago. I think it wasn't the cleanest pentakill. It was like a weird Kai'Sa build where I had a lot of AD and not so much attack speed, so it actually felt a little bit weird to play. It was obviously a little bit hard to find the angle here, a lot of stuff going on. I think it's a 3v5 right now. I'm not sure if I want to go in or not, but they're stuck in the pit, so I'm just waiting for my moment, I guess. Igna finds a nice combo. I think I crit that. I think I'm critting them. I just perma crit, I guess. I'm just that good. And then, yeah, I don't know what to say. As you can see, my item build is kind of funny. I just had an infinity edge, and I think I crit like 3 people there. So it's maybe just...
It's like, what, the second year of Kai'Sa? I remember, like, there was so many different Kai'Sa builds, but Kai'Sa builds used to be, like, normally, like, full AD, right? Like, it was, like, Stormrazor, I remember. Or, yeah, Stormrazor was, like, the build, and then people were going IE Rush. I mean, it was crazy times.
I mean, it was also against Kadril. Shout out to Kadril. Thanks for giving me my first pentakill of my career.
You think he was a paid actor here? Because I'm watching how Kadril's playing. Like, first I watched you, and then I just want to watch how Kadril played it towards the end. I feel like he's kind of setting you up for glory here.
Wait,
he's just walking in with the W, just in melee range, just waddling at you, like...
Yeah, he's kind of sussy.
No, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, was there some transaction that went down? Did you hook him up with something to make you look good?
I was always a huge Lost Ratones fan. Obviously, we played together in Schalke. As well, so we had that friendship back then. So yeah, I think that was just he just wanted to see me succeed, I suppose, but also we ended up losing this game actually, so he had the last laugh in this one.
I mean, I feel like, you know, it's the best of both worlds. He gets to win the game, you get a pentakill. Everyone remember the pentakill. No one remembers who won this game.
True.
Like,
cut it out of the video anyway. Actually. It's I actually won that game for sure. Yeah.
Next play we have for you is from your recent MVP split in spring. This was a complete banger game, you know, 50-minute long game, complete banger towards, you know, the end of it. I remember watching this game live. I didn't know who was going to win the entire time. It's like you guys had soul, but it looked like they were going to end. It was just a complete crazy game. Tell us a little bit about this play as we go through it, you know, what you're thinking in a big moment like this.
I think I was very strong at this point, and we had a soul, so even though... the game was close, I felt very strong, and already the Rakan made a huge mistake by overcommitting, so now there wasn't much threat on me and my champ was very strong already. So I kind of just, I don't know, I just jumped in and one-shotted them, I guess. Sadly my penta got stolen, but I'm a team player, you know, so I obviously don't mind, and just happy that we managed to get the win on that one, and that that I got a big opening here, because I think Mickey created a lot of space here already, and the Rakan really tried to get on us. I'm not sure if he was grounded, and then
yeah, it was an attempt, I would guess. I would say.
Yeah. Once with Kai'Sa, you have somebody tagged and they have some stacks, and especially you're playing AP, you can input buffer your W with your ulti, and then you have a very, very high burst. I don't know if I had Zhonya's here still, but it's just that all their CC was basically out already, so it was a very good opportunity for me to go in.
So in a play like this, when Rakan dies instantly and you know you're going to clean up the fight, how early do you start shouting for the penta? Like, are you one of these guys that as soon as the Rakan dies, you're like, penta, 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 like as you're flying in and there's 4 people alive? Or do you wait until like the last kill to start calling for the penta?
Honestly, I think in that moment I didn't say anything, because we were all like feeling kind of nasty, you know, playing such a disgusting game. So I think I was just silently killing them in this one. But I could be wrong. That's just from my memory right now. Maybe I was asking for it. I would assume if I would ask for it after I kill the Rumble, like you could see that it was kind of a free penta if I get the Xin Zhao kill there. But somebody took it. Marek took it, yeah. I mean, he was out of the team afterwards, right? So obviously.
This was the reason for it?
Yeah, that was the only reason. Yeah. Yeah.
So you steal my Penta, you're out of the team.
That would be the parody version of me for sure. Yeah.
All right, the next play that we have for you is the first Penta of Worlds 2022. This is a play-in match versus Chief Esports from OC. Let's play the play and see how you got this Penta.
So the fight starts by Wunder creating some space. It looks like we are running away a little bit. Some Song Zu, we act weak when we're actually really strong to bait the enemy in, as you can see. Like Wunder even aura basing.
The Art of War.
Perfect. And that was a really nice hook, and Rux earning his spot here for the next year, I think. Making some great plays. Wunder obviously setting me up. And to give a little bit of backstory, this is it was obviously the first Penta of the tournament because it was in play-ins, but also I think I literally landed one night before this because me and Hilly had COVID at the time, so we needed to like wait a long time in quarantine. So Ivan was telling me though that I will get a Penta no matter what in the first games. He told me that. I don't know why, but he knew. I don't know why he stopped saying that, but when he did say it, it worked out. So it was a great feeling. I mean, Kalista also one of my all-time favorite champs for sure. So I think it was played quite well. I think my support as well, especially had a really nice hook on Tristana, multi-man knock-up, and Wunder's playing Maokai top against Gwen. I'm not sure what happened there, but it worked out. My team set me up really well on this one.
Now, I was wondering here, because I believe this is 2022 play-ins. This was in Mexico, right? And as a player, you know, you've played in many different, countries now, going to Worlds multiple times. I was wondering if when you go to different countries, you ask for the Penta in like different languages. Like in here, you're like, Dámelo Penta. Like, are you saying it in Spanish, or are you just, going for the English, give me the Penta?
I was speaking Spanish for sure. I was saying like, por favor, Senor Razok, please. Okay, whatever. I already fucked up.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear right there. All right, the next play we have for you comes from the playoffs that were hosted in Madrid in this recent summer split. So walk us through this play. This has a little bit of a good movement. You keep Kai'Sa on their feet here, and you get the fans going crazy. So let's watch this one.
So the fight starts with a nice wall by Poby, and then I dashed into the Taric ult to get the shield, obviously. And now we are kind of in a position where it's kind of do or die. I managed to dodge the Yone ulti barely, and then I got a lot of heals and managed to do a lot of damage while staying safe. Sadly, it wasn't enough for the Penta or anything like that, but it was obviously a big moment for the series, managing to go up 2-0, and I think it was quite nice because obviously you don't have much space in the pit, and managing to dodge especially the Yone ult and then cleansing the Leona CC was quite good.
Yeah, I mean, this was obviously a huge match for you guys. Like, coming into this, most people, I think, thought that Kai'Sa was the favorite. Obviously, you guys ended up beating them and going to Worlds. I wanted to ask about the bot lane combo, because in this recent year, not many people were playing Zeri. I mean, this is not OP release Zeri or something like this. This is a very niche pick at this point. How do you see Zeri? Is it just because you're playing into Ezreal, which is not like the most punishing champion for Zeri, and the enemy team is short range, so you're just able to get a lot of value out of your kit? Or what made you pick the champion? Yeah,
so basically the enemy already had Jarvan, and I don't know if they had Leona at that time too, but they also have Yone and Rumble. So playing in a mobile champ against these characters is obviously not recommended, and it's also fearless. So I think this is game 2. Kai'Sa was probably already out. Some other champs
or banned.
Yeah, or banned, and I think Lucian was probably banned too. So there's not too many mobile champs, and I think you really want to look for that. And also we have like a very nice engage comp with Vi, Taric, and Sion, and the enemy has like quite low range. Zeri is the happiest when she can walk forward and keep chasing people down with her ulti, with the move speed, or people have to even go into her, and she can kite. And the enemy doesn't have champs like Talia or mages with really long range or anything like that. That makes it hard. So it was just a nice spot for her, and it's always one of my favorite champs. So many good memories with her, and just really loving the playstyle of a mobile hyper carry. Was a good angle, I think, in this game, and always fun to play Zeri for sure.
It's cool to hear that. I wanted to ask about the stage play, because it's been a decade since I played like in an arena, but I remember that like just even like your mouse and your keyboard would be like shaking when people would go crazy in the arena. Is it still like that? Do you still feel like the energy coming through the desk?
In some arenas for sure. Like, I remember my first finals in 2018. It was quite shaky. It was really crazy, the energy in general. In this one, I felt it was quite stable, let's say. I'm not sure if it was because the stage was like so high up and it was absorbing some of the vibrations and the stamping on the ground and everything. I'm not sure why, but this one felt more fine for sure.
All right, Upset, the fifth and final play that we have for you is one of your one-shots versus Guma. Obviously, one of the great AD carries of this game. Now rumored to be joining Hanwha Life as we're recording this, so we'll see if that's out by the time that this video releases. Yeah, but let's go into the play and see how you take out Guma.
I mean, yeah, like I said, Lucian Nami was quite strong at this point, and I mean, the play is pretty quick. I just managed to get a really clean combo off, I think. Just good animation cancel on my auto Q, and obviously he didn't quite expect that much damage either. I'm quite proud of this game, especially because it's rare you get the opportunity to play against such great teams. Obviously, this T1 lineup ended up 3-peating now with a different top laner, but still, like, probably the most iconic lineup in Worlds history at this point, it's fair to say. And having a little moment like this where you can show something special, I guess, against such a historic team feels really nice. And Hilly was pretty hyped if you look at the player cam, and I've never really seen him hyped in game like this. He's usually was very calm, so it felt really nice to see that he was happy about it, and we managed to close the game out. And yeah, it showed that at that point I was able to hang with the best and even get a win over them.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about is Lucian Nami at this point, because you guys were famous for your Lucian Nami. And one of the situations that I remember with you guys is that you played Lucian Nami and you opened up Yuumi. And this is something that, like, people hated. They're like, oh, Yuumi's the most broken champion in the game. You can never play into it. And, you know, people really flamed you guys for losing to EDG when they had Yuumi at this Worlds. But people forgot that's like how you qualified. That was like one of your strategies, was playing Lucian Nami into Yuumi. You guys just thought it was like a fair trade, or it was at least comparable at that point. Talk to me about your mindset around like Lucian Nami and Yuumi at this point, because it seemed like you guys had a different take than a lot of the other teams in the world.
I mean, the game versus EDG, we like invaded them level 1 and they
you lost the game level 1.
Yeah,
but then people blamed Yuumi.
But drafting also is never in a vacuum, because for me drafting is all about, okay, it's about comparing all the possible scenarios, right? And you compare the one where Yuumi's open with the one where you use one ban on it, and what do they get then? Let's say then the enemy could first pick Lucian, and maybe your answer to Lucian wouldn't be as good. Obviously, I don't remember the exact circumstance of that time, but we obviously go through a lot of scenarios and look how it would play out if we ban the champion. And the one where we leave Yuumi open, it makes it quite predictable what the enemy is going to do, so you can try to build a comp what could make sense against it, right? And it gives you some advantages that you know what the enemy is going to do. And also the question is, if you ban Yuumi and they pick something else, does that scenario really look better? So it's very difficult to have a conversation about draft if it's just, why did you give them X champion? Without really seeing the full context of all the thought that went into it, right? But yeah, I agree, Yamato this one up first.
It was his fault. Okay, yeah, I agree too.
Just throwing him under the bus. Just ban Yuumi world.
Yeah, I mean, if you level 1 invade a Yuumi and lose, it's on the draft.
I mean, the thing is,
what I like to say.
He has 2 cats himself, and he's really a cat lover. So he just told us, like, I know it's really OP and we're probably going to lose, but I do not want to ban any cat champions, because I really want to leave them open for my cats at home, because he always harvests cat champs, right, in draft. Yamato.
Yeah, so his cats can watch?
Yeah, so his cats can feel noticed.
It's always nice to get the insight into, you know, what pro coaches are thinking about.
Yeah, it's important.
Thanks, Upset, for coming here and watching all these plays with us and giving your professional insight into all of them. But before we get out of here, is there anything you want to say to all of your fans?
If there are any left, thank you for supporting me all these years. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun playing this game with all my teams. I've really loved League of Legends, honestly, for more than half my life now. So really grateful that I get to play, and thank you for supporting me.